This is Duncan Hulsey with Blankenship and Seay. The topic today is how to get promoted by showing initiative. I've worked with many business leaders throughout my career, and I often ask them, what are the things that help people get promoted in your organization? What kind of behaviors? And the most common response I get is the ability to show initiative. And so I want to define initiative here. Initiative is defined as the ability to assess and initiate things independently, or the power or opportunity to act or take charge before others do. We have two teenagers at home. One's a 16-year-old boy, and we had dinner one night and invited one of his friends over. And at the end of the meal, this young man got up and started doing the dishes, and later he took out the trash without being asked. And I thought to myself, I hope this behavior is contagious. We could use more of this around here. In the work environment, I can think of two recent examples of people showing initiative. One is a local construction company where a young man joined about 3 years ago, and he's been doing really well. He's been visiting the job site, he's getting to know the different people, but he noticed there wasn't a lot of communication among the different superintendents. So he suggested to his boss that they have a daily conference call where they could share ideas and share best practices and talk about problems they were having. The boss agreed, they started doing this, and now it's a practice that's being done throughout the company for different departments. No one asked him to do that, he just saw an opportunity, took a risk, and made it happen. Another example is the West Rock Packaging Company, where there were three young engineers who were candidates for a manager's job. One was a young woman who was really talented, and she had spent the past couple of years studying the finances, trying to understand budgets, meeting with the controller, learning all she could about the financial side of the business. So when it came time to select the candidate, she was the most obvious choice. So can initiative be learned, or is it something that you're born with? Many people are content simply to do their jobs. They're happy to follow orders and just do what's expected of them, but no more. That may be most of the world. But for those who want to advance further, there's 4 things that you can do which can be helpful. The first is to meet the right people, to seek out leaders who've been successful, get to know them, build some trust, build some rapport with them. Secondly, and related, is to be curious, ask questions, get to know what are the problems in the organization, what are the priorities that people have, what are people's goals. And in terms of curiosity, questions can also turn into suggestions where you're suggesting different things that may or may not be feasible, but the idea is you're bringing in new thoughts and you're challenging the status quo. Thirdly, you're looking for common interests, looking for things that are interesting to you where there's also a need, things that you're passionate about, or at least that would be appealing to work on. And then finally, you're taking action. You're not afraid to take action. It may involve taking some risks. There may be some failure. You may go down some dead ends. You may get shot down by things, but the idea is the more you're pushing and trying to add value, the better. So I'd like to end with a quote. This is a quote from Bob Iger. He's the previous CEO of Disney, and he said, "At work, do the job you have well. Be patient. Look for ways to pitch in, and don't wait to be asked. Show initiative, get involved, and take action." Thank you for listening and watching. I hope this was helpful. Our clients have asked us to put together various videos for training purposes. If there's a topic you'd like to see, we'd be happy to collaborate with you and create something that could be helpful for you and your team. Thank you.